one or two interesting things or unusual things on the shelves in Booth's supermarket in Ilkley. So that's like a jar with cherries.
Isn't it pretty?
£14 for a jar of cherries. Reduced to clear, Big P. I have blended malt. Reduced to clear. That's weird, aren't they? Squeeze your own orange juice here. The orange is in and then it does the thing and out comes that. You can put ice in it if you want to. There's the bottles to put it in. We'll just come up from Booths, just up the hill in Ilkley, and you end up in the middle, you know, quite close to Ilkley Moor sort of thing. And there's little streams and a little tarn. Okay, you can hear the running water. There's running water coming down there. And I can hear running water flowing down the stream here. Of course, there's Wells Road. And the White House up there, that's called White Wells, just there on the hill. You walk up to there and there's like there's a plunge pool inside it. Like springs and things and a plunge pool in there. People still can go in it and do that, and occasionally they go and do it, but there's like a little stopping point there on the walk up the hill and up onto Ilkley Moor on the top there. But yeah, so there's a little stream here, streams all over the place. This is called the paddling pool. And so flow comes in there, through that and out here, down. And hear it pouring out. You can see it coming through there, look. And then down it goes down there. There's some more water coming in at that side as well, joining it. Probably some of it diverts round, not all of it goes to the paddling pool, there'll be too much flow. It's probably got some that diverts round and comes out there. Yeah. What we'll do is we'll go up this path, because there's if you go up there you can end up with muddy bits. We'll just go on this bit which is like tarmac all the way up. I'm just going to have a walk around the lake up here. So these houses, the back of them, I mean they're very tall. Just look out straight onto the moors here, and the front looks across the view, across the valley the other side, down towards Ilkley and across the other side of the River Wharf. Massive chimney pots. Bracken is now unfurling, sort of shooting up and unfurling here. So loads of fantastic bird song. It's about 8:30 in the evening, and it's Thursday, May the, what was it, 21st, 22nd? Something like that. I forgot what date it is. Yeah. You know, the trickling water coming in, feeding this little lake. Designed as well, you can see, so that the water doesn't come onto the path here. They've sort of got diversion channels and stuff.
It's looking quite dry, isn't it? It's been cut.
Last time we were here a few weeks ago was yeah, I think it was like still no vegetation really coming out yet. More of a bleak look. But now the sort of leaves are on the trees and flowers everywhere, and all the grass and nettles and bracken and all that growing up. Yeah, loads of, so that's the path up to the Cow and Calf Rocks up that way. Off you go. Yeah. Plenty of little seating areas. Different vistas. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look, a little duckling.
You'll see this sort of now, just on this bit, you can see a little bit of a drop down, quite a drop down there. So this is like sort of shored up on this side to retain the water. Little steps going down the path that way, look. A few irises flowering here. There they are, look me.
Oh, don't worry.
This has been Ilkley Tarn, formerly known as Craig Dam, what supplied water to the mills down in Wells Road, and then that fed the working mill gill lower down the hill towards Ilkley Town Centre. But they've modified it and made it nice and made it into skating lakes and had a fountain on it and illumination in 1931, so on. So yeah. Well, there's a whole myriad of paths going all different directions here, but I'm going to head back to where we started down here. This is the overflow, and that goes into like the pipe, and there's a little stream feeds in the side there, whereas the little trickle going into the pool comes out that central bit. So yeah, underneath here, this path, there's a pipe feeding the overflow around and diverting it around the pool. Another little spot in Ilkley, so we're down by the River Wharfe, but we're on the sort of northern side of the river now, and there's this little bridge here, old bridge, which is just for foot passengers and things, and you continue up there, there's this like Sacred Heart Catholic Church and things in that direction. But yeah, we'll just see, and it's like the parkland and everything downstream of here. You can hear it flow under the bridge. So right, we're at the centre here of the bridge now. Sun's still out, about 20 to 9. This is a little garden centre down here, just a small little business. It's millions of the flies, yeah, above the river, yeah. Yeah. Pink hawthorn there, and that's right outside the little garden centre. You can see there. And then just looking up straight at the street here, you've got this field where you can see there's some old features, and that house there, that's actually hides the Catholic Church, which is immediately behind us. That's the priest's house, the Sacred Heart, but now has to cover a couple of churches. So it covers one in which is halfway between Menston and Burley and Wharfdale as well. The priest there covers that church as well. But yeah, so the Catholic Church is like behind those trees, but it's like almost like the house is nearly the same size as the church. Got the moors at the background with the sun shining on them there. And then, yeah, it's like you can walk along either side of the river, and there's like parkland on this side, play parks and things like that. And you can walk to the other bridge, which is a road bridge down that way as well. So there we go. Dale's Way along here as well. So you can walk from here to Bowness on Windermere. So that's the path you can follow if you want to. So there's 3 paths come together from Bradford, Leeds and Harrogate, join here at Ilkley, and you can just follow all the way along the river and that Buckden, Hubber Home, out to shore. So this Cam House is right at the start of the River Wharf. So the River Wharf follows all this route here. Once you get over here, you then go in to rivers that flow to the west coast. So this then just takes you all the way down to Windermere if you follow that path. So that's 80 miles long route, but actually quite flat. It's not too hilly. Yeah. So you follow the road to the left, it takes you sort of a route through past the golf course and things that way. And if you go straight up the hill, it takes you to Middleton Grange and all that. And then what have we got here? We've got a cat sitting in front of the car here. And it wants something because it's seen us and coming up to it. I'm not going to go anywhere near it. It could be covered in horrible. Has it got a collar or is it a wildcat? It hasn't got a collar. I'd keep off it. Huh? Come up the hill on this side and you can sort of see the views you get from the houses.